The crowd here at the Rose Garden certainly is amped up. They got in here early for this late start, and they've been anxious to get going for about the last 2 hours. Blazers inbound. Aldridge steps out for an elbow jumper right through. Across the lane, leans into Miller, throws it away. Wallace steals now to Aldridge, ahead to Matthews, and he throws to LaMarcus, who jams it. Boom, shakalaka. To Aldridge, a new chance for Portland as Camby out-hustled Nowitzki. Now Miller has it right of the key. 2 minutes gone with the Blazers up 4-2. Miller against Stevenson. Now to Camby up top. Camby holding on Nowitzki. Bounce to Matthews. Matthews to Aldridge. Low left, 8 to shoot. Kidd is in the area. They throw to Matthews. A three-pointer on the way. Ring it up. Wesley Matthews reigns in a three. And the Blazers have scored 7 straight after the Mavericks had the game's initial hoop. 9:40 remaining opening quarter. And here's a bad pass from Kidd. Sails over the head of Stevenson and out of bounds. Might have hit the 10th row of seats as Camby takes a look as if he was trying to see where it eventually landed. Wallace front court. Now pulls back, throws to Matthews. A far side three. Count it! How long can you wait, Rick Carlisle? I think the answer has come. No longer. 8:55 remaining. Opening quarter of game 3. You couldn't have asked for a better start for the home team. Record. Now throws up top. Wallace knocked it away and out of bounds. Camby dribbles himself into the front court. Now throws to Miller. Touch pass Matthews. A near corner three. Ring it up! Wesley Matthews with his 3rd three-pointer of the opening quarter. And the Blazers up 13-7. Kidd had it poked away, stolen. Here's Miller. Toss ahead. 2 Blazers are there. Wallace grabs it. Gerald behind him to Matthews. Another three. Count it! Wesley Matthews reigning in threes. And Rick Carlisle needs another timeout. 6:22 remaining first quarter. This will be a 20. Miller three-point range near side against Kidd. Miller now with 10 to shoot. Around an Aldridge pick, dribbles left. Chandler has him on a switch. Miller now makes a move along the baseline, leans in, caught in the air, but gets it somehow to Camby, who banks it in. Miller has it out front, bounce to Matthews, curling around a pick and floats it up around and in. Wesley Matthews scoring from everywhere. Now lob backdoor. Camby dunks it home. Marcus Camby with his 2nd field goal and Miller with his 6th assist. Terry pressured by Brandon, throws to Stojakovic, 10 to shoot. Now to Kidd. Kidd out near midcourt. Fernandez poked it away and out of bounds. And the Mavs will keep it with 8 to shoot. 42.5 remaining first quarter. Fernandez has it far side of the floor, 10 seconds. Now to Roy. Roy against Stevenson, middle of the floor. Brandon now gets a pick from Camby. Dribbles right, turns back, fade away over Hayward. Got it! Now to Fernandez on the move. Rudy dribbles right down the lane. He comes and lays it up around and off. And the rebound to Hayward. But Fernandez a strong move but didn't finish. And now to Fernandez. Backing in on Barea. Banks it in. Won't count. An offensive foul called as Jason Phillips bought the flop job of Barea. Played only their 2nd of the game. Roy fade away over Hayward. Got it. Here's Roy dribbling left again. Caught in the air, throws to Aldridge. A right elbow fadeaway. Hit it over Terry. Brandon backing down. Now turns. Fadeaway over Terry near side. Hit another one. Forward pass to Wallace. Touch pass to Aldridge. Right baseline jumper. Perfect. Was pushing him out of bounds. Miller backing down. Leans into Barea. Banks it in. It'll count and a foul. Oh no! They're calling. Well, wait a minute. What's Eric Lewis signaling? Count the hoop. Yes, count the hoop. The crowd thought maybe it was another charge. Miller backing down. Barea trying to pull the chair, but Miller banks it in. He wanted no part of a 3rd foul. Here's Miller left of the key. Now to Wallace. Wallace against Hayward, who's already backing up to Matthews. Wesley drives across the lane to Roy. A three-pointer out front. Yes, sir! And look at the natural turning to the crowd and saying, yeah, that's how I roll. Now they toss to Matthews. Wesley weaving his way down the lane, and Hayward lays it in. Matthews with 18, his first 2 of the 2nd quarter. He grabs it. Kidd 1 for 5 beyond the arc. Matthews to Wallace. Deep post up on Kidd. Now backs it up. Gerald still hasn't scored. To Camby. Bounce to Aldridge, this time against Hayward. Aldridge jab step. Takes the jumper squaring up, and he hit it near side. Deals the inbound pass. Throwing to Miller. Down the lane on Kidd. He floats it up around and in. Another turnover for Kidd, his 4th. He thought nobody was looking as he tried to throw it to half court to Nowitzki. But Roy was able to snare it, and Miller now with 7. 40 seconds. Miller pulls up, jumper on the way, missed it. But Wallace, the weak side rebound, a bad pass, but Miller able to save it from going into the backcourt. Now 30 seconds remain first half. Miller dribbles left again. Haywood has him on a switch. Hand off to Matthews. Wesley across the foul line. Now against Haywood. Makes Skabo get past him and lays it in. Matthews with 22. The Blazers by 2 here at halftime. Out against Chandler. Fakes the pass. Backing down. Cross court to Wallace. Gerald down the lane to Aldridge. Steps out. Jumper at the buzzer. Hit it. He beat the shot clock by a half second. Kidd drives down into Chandler and banks it up and in. He took the body contact, but shielded the ball, and Miller with 9. 58-57 Blazers, 4 straight for them after their timeout. 8:30 in the clock, running third quarter of game 3. Sleep now throws to Miller. Open three-pointer on the way. Hit it! Dolan gets to Nowitzki. Into a crowd, he lost it. Miller has a 3-on-2. Ahead to Matthews, and he's fouled by Terry. Miller dribbling right. Now challenges Berea and lays it up. No, followed up and in with a dunk by Aldridge. 16 for L.A. 65-64 Dallas. 5 minutes left third quarter. Fadeaway left baseline. Yes, sir! Aldridge with 18, and Rick Carlisle wants time. Mr. Conservative doesn't want this run to get any bigger. 3:37 remaining third quarter of game 3. Roy. Brandon with 2:05 left third quarter. Drives on Terry to the hole. Lays it in. Roy with 11. He got past Terry, and there was no weak side help. 69-68 Dallas. And he missed it. Weak side rebound. Fernandez takes it out. Brandon dribbles left. Now against Haywood. A fadeaway from the elbow. Hit it in his foul. Haywood bumping Roy, and the natural with 13 and a chance at one more. Off it is, it's an air ball, and Fernandez grabs it. Roy came running out at Stojakovic. Now Fernandez back, 1 minute left third quarter. Hands to Roy. Roy against Stojakovic. Stojakovic already looking for help. Brandon behind the back dribble. Oh, gets past Peja. Across the lane to Wallace. He missed the layup. Nowitzki might have got a piece of it, and Haywood grabs it. Makes a move on Fernandez. Shot blocked by Johnson. Fernandez to Batum. Nick drives on Nowitzki, lays it up. No, but a foul called. Johnson dunked it home, but after the whistle, meanwhile, Terry and Stojakovic knocked each other over. To inbound baseline left. Throws a pass. Nowitzki wasn't looking for it. It's out of bounds off Dallas. Miscommunication between Stojakovic, Terry, and Nowitzki. And look at Terry. Come on! Terry grabbing Batum so he can't take the ball to inbound. That's got to be a delay of game at the very least. Jason Phillips is coming over to the scores table and is calling a T on Terry. That's even better. What the heck was he trying to do? He was hoping to make his point, and instead gets a T. Gerald against Marion across the lane, banks it in. His first field goal. Stojakovic fades away in the lane and hit the 10-footer. First field goal for Batum. 79-74 Blazers. Out against Stojakovic. Throws to Batum. A 3 out front. Bang! Popov! Timeout Dallas. And Rick Carlisle is mystified, mesmerized, and mortified. 9:57 remaining fourth quarter. Blazers 82. Mavericks 74. From 17 missed. Rebound grab by Johnson again. Chris Johnson with his third board. He also has a blocked shot in 3 minutes. Rebound Chandler in traffic, and it's knocked away by Aldridge and grabbed by Roy. LaMarcus got a hand in without a foul. Terry with only his second miss of the game. Roy against Berea near side of the floor. Tells Johnson to clear. Brandon now squares up. Crossover move. Now backing down. Throws to Wallace. Steps out for a 3. Got it! Gerald Wallace nails the 3. You absolutely can't hear yourself in Portland. And as Berea gets into the front court, Rick Carlisle pulls a 20. Listen to this crowd. fourth quarter, a 17-2 Blazer run, 8 straight points in all, their biggest lead of the game now, as Wallace and Batum have come alive offensively here in this fourth quarter. Batum across the lane, shot blocked by Johnson. Wallace has it. Gerald front court pulls up top of the key. Now to Roy. Now pass far side of Batum. Batum looks to Aldridge, and now he has it against Kidd. Aldridge now far side, backing down on Kidd to Wallace. Gerald moves around Terry down the lane, floats it up, but a foul. Missed the shot, but a blocking foul is called. And Chris Johnson with another spectacular play. A rejection of a Dirk Nowitzki shot. I'm not sure he knows where he is. If he's in a cloud, you can't blame him. In and floats it short, tipped up and in by Camby. And look at Kidd, he's irate. But Camby climbed his back, it wasn't called. And Marcus with 6. Matthews. Matthews looking to Miller, trying to post up Barea, who's fronting him. They lob it inside, it's tipped away, but to Camby. Back to Miller, 5 to shoot. Miller against Barea. Nowitzki fakes the double. Miller, a fadeaway near side, rims in, around and off. Tipped by Camby once, twice, knocked out of bounds by Kidd. Great work on the offensive glass by Camby. Fourth quarter. Here's Miller, gets past Barea to the hoop, lays it in. He blew past Barea like he wasn't even there. 14 for Miller. 93-85. Blazers by 8. 3:15 in the clock running, fourth quarter of game 3. Terry dribbles left to Kidd. Fakes the 3. Now throws to Terry. He fakes the 3. Drives on Aldridge. He lost it. Out of bounds. Aldridge knocks it off Haywood. The Blazers will have it. Wayne Casey, the Maverick assistant, could bite through a rope. He stomps the floor in disgust as Rick Carlisle calls time. They're dancing in the aisles at the Rose Garden. The uprise in full swing now. 2:20 remaining, fourth period. And the Blazers again with an 8-point advantage. Portland 95, Dallas 87. Miller taking his time. And the crowd trying to give him some quiet. And Andre connects. He now has 15. As Haywood will check in to give the Mavs another rebounder. They'll call timeout after this free throw, however it turns out. And now Miller trying to give the Blazers a 5-point advantage.
Well, the big key is no matter what happens on this possession, guard the three-point line. Do not allow the Dallas Mavericks to get a 3 and make this a 2-point game.
Miller again taking his time. 9.6 seconds remaining. Andre's free throw is perfect again. Timeout Dallas. Their last opportunity to stop the clock. 9.6 seconds remaining here in game 3. And the Blazers, with those 2 free throws from Miller, now have a 5-point lead again at 97-92. And the Mavs don't even look interested in fouling. Matthews takes the inbounds pass. He will dribble out the clock, and the game is over. And the Blazers get the win they had to have in their most important game of the season to date. Coming home after 2 disappointing losses in Dallas, they defeat the Mavericks 97-92 here in game 3. Dallas still up in the series, 2-1. But once again, we can say it's a great day to be a Blazer. 4 Blazers scoring in double figures tonight. One of them our guest at this time, Andre Miller. And Dre, I know the games in Dallas certainly didn't turn out the way you guys wanted them to, but how did you maintain your confidence knowing you were coming back home and still had a chance to make this a series by starting tonight by winning this game?
Sense of urgency. Sense of urgency, that's all. You know, we played the ball well. Jason Terry got them going. You know, it was a hard-fought game. It could have went either way. We kept our turnovers down. We forced the ball, you know, up the court to get in transition, and, you know, we made our free throws down the stretch.
You know, a lot of guys stepped up tonight. There's no doubt about it. But from the sidelines, did it look as impressive to you? Chris Johnson